Hey everybody, NCS Fan 001 here for something a little bit different in the Retro Achievements. Well, I say different, it's really not, but today we are going to play the very first Call of Duty game that I ever owned, which is Call of Duty 3, one of the more forgotten games. I think it was also the first one fully made by Treyarch, but it's definitely one of the more forgotten Call of Duty games, especially from the older days. I mean, it was right between, Call of Duty 2 was generally very well loved, and then immediately after this we got Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which changed the entire game up. But tonight we're playing Call of Duty 3, so the semi-forgotten one. Did not mean to drag that over there. So the achievement list for this game, this is the PS2 version. I technically grew up on the Wii version, but there's no Wii version yet. There probably will be at some point. Like, it's listed here, but it's not even being worked on yet or anything, so I'm not really surprised about that. I'm sure it will be at some point, though. So with this game, the achievement list looks to be pretty easy overall, or at least, not necessarily easy, but at least very, very straightforward. But better than Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, because Big Red 1, all you had to do was beat the game on hard, and you got the mastery. That's all you had to do. This one, it looks like it is going to be at least a little bit more complicated. You have to beat all the levels of the game on hard, which is to be expected, so that's the equivalent of veteran. And then you have a bunch of miscellaneous trophies where you have to get a certain number of kills on any mission with various weapons without dying or getting checked or resetting a checkpoint, and you also have to kill 4 enemies at the same time, so I'm not sure exactly where we'll do that at. But yeah, so we're going to be playing through on hard, and we're just going to see what happens, and I'll be making probably mental notes of where we might be able to get some of these other achievements later on. But yeah, Call of Duty 3, this is one that, this game brings back some memories, because again, it was my first Call of Duty game all the way back in, I guess 2006 on the Wii, because I'm thinking back real quick, was it 2006? It would have either been 2006 or 2007 that I would have been playing this on the Wii, because I got my PS3 in summer of 2008, so before World at War came out, because that was my first release day Call of Duty I ever owned. So I guess this one was probably 2007 or 2006. Can't remember how long after getting the Wii I actually started playing this. But yeah, super freaking excited for this, because, I mean, I haven't been on Retro Achievements in a few weeks, and this game was the main reason why I got into the Call of Duty franchise, back in a day and age when it was actually a very good series. So yeah, without further ado, I think we might as well boot on up Call of Duty 3 on the PS2. And hope that it works correctly, because I haven't tested this one yet. Okay, that's good. Full screen. I can hear the sound, that's good, so you guys let me know how the audio sounds. I'm checking everything over here. Hey, Gunnier, getting that 1,000 out of 1,000 in COD 2 started all. Oh man, so you're a true OG. Did Call of Duty Classic have a list? Yeah, did Call of Duty Classic actually have a list when it first released? I honestly don't know if it did or not. I really don't. But Call of Duty 2, of course. Call of Duty 2 is pretty well known for being a rather challenging completion. Yeah, that one is definitely considered to be one of the most difficult in the series. Though I'm not sure if it's still considered, like, I don't know if it's considered the most difficult. I'd be kind of surprised if it was, but I know that it's considered to be one of, if not the most challenging, so. Because it doesn't have any miscellaneous trophies, it's literally just beat the game on veteran, but that game's veteran is apparently just an absolute pain in the ass. So the last time I played this game would have been a few years back. I played this game a few years back when I was going through it on the PS3, because I purchased a PS3 copy of it for some reason. ZPTV. We're gonna name ourselves after ourselves here because I'm so creative. And thank God this is not the list that we got on Xbox 360, because for those who don't know, the 360 version of this game is an absolutely hellish achievement hunt. Not because of the campaign stuff, but because of the multiplayer. The multiplayer requires like 50 to 100 plus hours of grinding. So, yeah. We're gonna do new game. And we're gonna be playing on hard. Might as well try to knock as much out in one run as we can. I know this is not considered one of the harder overall Call of Duty games, but I know it's not as easy as some of the modern ones.
Nazi forces enter Paris.
I just realized I don't have subtitles on. I need to change that.
They control the entire city. By June
Classic had a list, but it only... Oh, okay, so it got ported way later.
With the Nazis enforcing a curfew on its few remaining native inhabitants. The former City of Light waits for the Allies to arrive and lift the shadow that has fallen over Paris. However, the heroism of D-Day...
So Call of Duty 3 also exclusively takes place in Europe. And it's really... It may only take place in France. I can't remember if you actually go to Germany or anything in this. I think the entire game actually does take place in France, which is definitely a choice. It's one of the only games that takes place in only one country. Call of Duty 2 has 3 different campaigns. Well, that's actually incorrect, because I forgot you play actually as 4 different countries in this game, which is pretty unique. Not just the Americans, but you also play as the British, the Canadians, and the Polish, which is super, super unique, because I can't think of any other game that did that.
Mandelbaum, that's gotta be the sorriest shooting I ever saw.
Let's see you do better, Huxley.
Hey, you! What's your name? Nichols, right? Come get your gun. I got...
Okay, one thing we need to do. Turn on the subtitles. Well, I would like to change the subtitles. Sometimes only the control stick works, sometimes the D-pad works.
$5 says you can't hit 4 in a row.
$5 says you're gonna lose $5. Let's see how this controls.
There you go.
Oh no, it's that setup. It's L1 and R1. This is old school.
So you hit one. What do you want? Promotion?
Yeah, it's L1, R1. Okay, well that's gonna take some getting used to. Is that one not gonna go off? And this is also so far back that unlike in the later games, you cannot reload the Garand mid-clip. You actually have to empty the clip. Which is not accurate to the real world. You could actually remove it. It wasn't that hard to remove in the real world.
Want to try cooking one off?
Oh yeah, these controls are gonna be taking a little getting used to. Also, it should be noted that the grenade tossback mechanic first emerged in this game, and it's really janky.
Let's see you use a smoke grenade. Nice one, Nichols.
Yeah, the grenade throwback mechanic in this game is janky as shit, if I remember correctly. And yeah, you can't reload the Garand mid-clip, unlike most other Call of Duty games that were later on. Because you could in World at War, and then you can in every World War II game after that.
Guys, there's Nazis wearing helmets too. What do you say we go find them? Gather up weapons and ammo.
Do I have a select button on here? I don't think I do. Unless it's this one. No, it's not that one. Okay, well I don't have a select button.
Helmets too. What do you say we go find them? Gather up weapons and ammo and get on that truck. Move!
R3 is melee. Ooh, pick up the Thompson. This is one of those games you can only hold 2 weapons at once. It's not like COD Classic, you can only hold 2 at once, which, I mean, most Call of Duty games didn't let you do that in the first place.
On the truck. Let's go.
Now, also, I did try to beat this game handgun only at one point in time.
Hey, Nichols.
Only to
get on
find
the
out that
darn
this
phone.
game does not actually have handguns in the campaign. For some reason. It's one of the only Call of Duty games to not have handguns in the campaign. Finest Hour had them. Call of Duty Classic had them. Big Red One didn't. I think Call of Duty 2 did.
Rule 1. You're no good to me dead. Rule 2.
Anything after that did.
What difference does it make? You'll all probably end up dead anyway.
Yeah, that's a great pep talk.
Well, that was sure inspiring.
You want inspiration, Huxley? Read a poem. Sarge is 10 times the soldier you'll ever be. Okay, listen up. Today, we're on a secret mission to get coffee and donuts. Problem is...
Those
Germans
fiends drank all the coffee and ate all the donuts!
Now, we gotta go kick their asses.
Or we could just stay back at the base and eat those nice French rolls they got.
We'll be providing ground support for Task Force C.
Those fiends took all the coffee and donuts.
Guys,
I mean, I get that way when I don't get my coffee, so that's a reasonable crash out.
Man, I love that smell.
This controller is not the best. This one is rather old. It likes to disconnect. It's either it could be the cable. Honestly, it very well could just be the
been
cable.
like this for weeks.
Hey, wait up!
You got
Tell
it,
him to
Bueller.
slow down!
Almost there.
Is his name Bueller? His name is Bueller.
You can make
Come on,
it.
guys!
That's an intro. I never noticed that before. Oh, well, there goes Ferris Bueller. Switching to your M1 Garand is faster than reloading. Yeah, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading. Technically depends on who you are in the real world, though, because some people can reload their weapons insanely fast out here in the real world. And depending on how you have your weapon strapped up to you, it might not be any faster to switch to your pistol.
On your feet! We gotta form up with the sword!
But this was still back in the era where they tried to be a lot more grounded and have some more realism to their Call of Duty games, so that's a good thing.
Third squad. I see y'all wanted back in Martinville.
Alright, you're with us. Medic!
Let's go.
I'll stay with Santorez.
No, you're with me now!
Sergeant!
End of discussion, Private! Dixon! Take Huxley and backstop our...
Let me know how the audio sounds, guys, if any part of it is unbalanced, if anything's too quiet or too loud.
Move up!
And we're headed over the fence. Let's see how... I've never actually played this game on the hardest difficulty, unless I did on the Wii when I was way younger. Which I think I did play through a good bit of it on the Wii when I was younger on the hardest difficulty. But I honestly don't know if I did or not. And there's no way I ever beat it on the hardest difficulty when I was children, because I was not good at games back then. Not saying I'm particularly good at games now, but I'm better at games now than I once was. And it looks like... Okay, I don't know if that's for Prone or for M1 Garand. But if it's for M1 Garand, I might as well just sit here and knock this out, because it looks like they're going to be infinitely respawning. Ooh, that is just a flash up there that I can't seem to hit from back. Grenades! So this game at least has health regen, unlike Big Red One. This game at least has health regen. It doesn't have a sprint button. And this game had quick time events. I don't know how those are going to work on the PS2, because I only remember how they work on Wii. They're actually, like, motion controlled on the Wii, which is super, super weird. So yeah, of all the Call of Duty games to start with, it was this one. Yeah, of all the Call of Duty games for me to start with when I was a kid, it was Call of Duty 3, and it was the Wii version of it. It's like, of all the weird picks I could have started it with. Okay, I don't know if that's prone kills that it's talking about, or M1 Garand kills, because I saw a different image come up, so it might be two different achievements here. One for prone, one for M1 Garand. Okay, so I guess it is prone. So 10 kills in a single life while prone, 20 kills in a single life with the M1 Garand. Any of these that we don't get while playing naturally are not exactly going to be hard, except maybe the FG-42, simply because the FG-42 is so damn rare. Don't mind me, just a-crawling. Okay, yeah, so the grenade throwback in this game is really, really janky. You have to hit like 2 or 3 different buttons to make it happen. They streamlined that in future games, but in this one, they certainly didn't really try to make it very intuitive. And it's even worse on the Wii. I'm going to be comparing this to the Wii the whole time, because that was the one I grew up with, and it had some very weird aspects to it. Oh! 10 kills on any mission while prone, okay. And we've got 13 with the M1 Garand. Well, you know what? We might as well just knock this out now, and just... that way we can start using other weapons. There are other weapons I'm definitely going to want to use more than the M1 Garand in a lot of levels, because the Kar-98's a lot more powerful. At least I assume it was in this game. Maybe it wasn't in this game. I honestly don't know. Thompson will be better at clearing out stuff at close range, so... if I can just get a few more kills here, I can actually just go ahead and switch over to the car. Or just any other weapon. Yeah, I think the FG-42 might be the most challenging of those, simply because the FG-42 is pretty uncommon. I'm going to be taking the MP-40 because this gun, you better get used to using it in this game. As with many of the World War II Call of Duties, you're going to have to get used to using the MP-40 a lot of the time because all your other guns are going to keep running out of ammo. All your American ones are going to run out. MP-40, of course, has an achievement. I'm not surprised at all about that. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all about the MP-40 having an achievement. It should. It's my favorite World War II gun of all time. I've actually shot one in real life, which is pretty awesome. Shot it out in Battlefield Vegas. Very, very fun time. It's actually, it shoots pretty well, because, I mean, it's a 9mm. So it's not really bad in recoil and stuff. Not an insanely high rate of fire, the way that some guns were. I do want to say, I feel like I remember this game being really bad about checkpoints. There's one thing I want to say is I think this game was really bad about checkpoints, if I remember correctly. They had PS2 trophies for this. No, it's the RetroAchievements website. But it's the PS2 version of it.
Follow me! Wait a minute.
So yeah, at the very least, it's not regenerating health the way that... or it is regenerating health, unlike certain other games in the series. Because the last Call of Duty game I did for RetroAchievements was actually Big Red one. I actually should probably use the Thompson instead, just because the MP-40 is going to be available in, like, every single... Well, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. I have no idea what just hit me. I don't know if I just got run over by a tank or something. I don't think... Oh, no, I'm correct on that other assumption. Okay, I was actually correct on that worry. This game is awful about checkpoints. I think that's going to be our biggest threat here, is that this game is absolutely horrible when it comes to checkpoints. Okay, well, at least I'm learning earlier on. It's not that hard to avoid getting shot for the most part, but no checkpoints is going to be rather annoying. Or minimal checkpoints, at least. So, that's good to know that that's actually going to be a major issue in this game. There's actually not a trophy for the Thompson, surprisingly. That's actually very shocking. I would have thought for sure this one would have a trophy. This is an American weapon. It's iconic as hell American weapon. Yeah, no achievement for it. Okay, well. No need to keep it then. I'll keep the M1 Garand for now. Yeah, no need to hold on to the Tommy gun. I think this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be a lot of smoke grenade tossing, because I think that's what you had to do in Call of Duty 2 as well. And also, there's the fact that I don't really know this game that well anymore. Sure, when I was a kid, I knew it very well because I played through it a bunch of times when I was a lot younger, but... Okay, yeah, this is not gonna be quite as easy as I thought it would be. I wonder what that 2 was for. Is that for the MP40 or something, or for dying 20 times in a mission? They put a purple heart into this just to make you feel bad about yourself if you die a bunch of times. I can see the RA people doing that if they wanted to. Okay, so you do die pretty quickly. So this isn't really hard difficulty from Big Red One. This is more like a traditional veteran difficulty. It's definitely closer to a traditional veteran difficulty. Not to the level of something like World at War, obviously, but definitely on the higher end of things. Smoke grenades look like they're going to be very useful, though, because it looks like the enemies can't really do anything if you toss one. They turn stupid if you toss one, which is good. Okay, that's good. If they turn stupid from smoke grenades being near them, that's a good thing. It's a good thing to learn early. Swap over to the MP40. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about those kill-based achievements right now. If I get any of them, great. If I don't, I don't. It's no big deal because they're going to be way easier to clean up on the easier difficulties. I also don't know if this game had any infinite enemy spawn points, the way that some Call of Duty games do. Because it took until less than a year ago when I mastered Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. That was the first time I ever found out that that game actually doesn't have infinite enemy spawn points. That one is actually finite enemy spawn points, which I never knew in all my years of playing it. Because I figured it out when I got through the Dragon's Teeth level. You basically just have to keep killing enemies for like 10 minutes straight, and they eventually stop spawning, and you can get through that section on hard. I had never known that before. Let's try not to die in a stupid way this time. Okay, yeah, let's not die to something stupid this time, please.
All right, let's move out.
I think I just advanced too quickly the first time. There's our first checkpoint. I was 3 seconds away from our first checkpoint. That's about what I expect in this. Okay, I think this is where we have our first QTE. Now, how do they work in this game? Yeah, so this game had a fascination with QuickTime events for some reason. And they happen surprisingly often, if I remember correctly. Like, not every mission, but in a lot of missions they happen. Okay. Well, we survived.
Bitch, good work. What's that tank doing just sitting there?
Let's take the Car 98K. Let's see if it's actually any better.
Tell him you can spot targets for him.
Why me?
You're a radio op, aren't you? I'm not asking, Guzzo. Nick, spot targets for Guzzo.
Sure. I don't really want to, but I'll do it.
You pick out targets. I'll give the driver their positions, all right? Left corner building.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have to do this.
German squad, second floor.
Yay, target hit.
Target destroyed. MG-42, 60 meters, right corner building, ground floor. Target destroyed.
And one more.
Over there, 75 meters, top floor. 3-story house on the right.
Okay, Car 98's a one-shot on most enemies, it looks like. There's also some auto-aim. I like that. Okay, so this might actually be a pretty good weapon for us on veteran.
The intersection looks clear. Move up and we'll keep an eye out.
Can I target this thing? I cannot. Or I can just snipe him from there. Okay, so the PS2 version has some wicked aim assist to it. That's for sure.
Fire! Drop machine gun. 75 meters top floor. 3-story house on the right.
Or I could just do that.
Need another round on that target.
Another one?
Nice shot.
Alright, we're
They
good.
ain't getting up. There's more ahead. Move up.
Another kill. This wouldn't be a bad place to rack up a few kills.
Oh, crap. We got a Panther on the left. 40 meters.
You better take it out quick because I don't have an easy way to fight that.
Nice shot. They ain't getting up. Welcome to the party, guys.
Oh, it's another Sherman, thankfully.
S4C is moving out.
And a lot of the levels in this game are long, too, if I remember correctly. That's another thing with this game, is like, this game is not as short as some of the other ones.
Incoming
It's like 15 levels and they're actually kind of long.
It's about to blow.
We survived this. Alright, any Germans are camping out around here?
There! Get to that cafe!
There's no one. Let me guess, another stupid QuickTime event. Thankfully, no.
A few minutes, this place will be down around our ears.
Fancy seeing you here, Sarge.
It's going to hell in a hacksaw out there. You run into my
I've never
trouble?
heard using the phrase hell in a hacksaw. It's supposed to be hell in a handbasket.
Inside of 2 minutes.
You can't put hell inside of a hacksaw, because a hacksaw was not a container.
Where is everybody? Sound off!
Ah, screw that. We have to fall back. Now that's it. I'm falling back.
Frank, put the gun down. Let's just all calm down here.
You're not crazy enough to shoot me.
Desertion's a capital offense, Guzzo. Shooting you won't be crazy. It'll be the sanest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, but doesn't it still have to be determined by a military tribunal
Guys, we
instead
got
of just
ourselves
summary
a
execution? Pretty sure that's how it works. And I'm pretty sure you'd probably get court-martialed as well if you did that.
We'll continue this later.
Though maybe the rules were different in World War II.
Find some cover.
And I know there's another one over here. And then so far, I can't tell for sure, but I think the game does have infinite enemy spawns. Because I think that I've seen a couple of places where there could be infinite enemies, so that's never a good thing. Because both COD Classic and Big Red One didn't have that issue. Ooh. Rack up a few extra kills there. Probably could have gotten the quad kill there, actually, because there's a quad kill achievement. I'm just going to use my damn aim assist on the Car 98K, because that seems rather overpowered. Because it pretty much auto-locks, so if you're anywhere near him, it pretty much auto-locks. This thing's a one-shot. Those are explosive barrels. Can I use the mortar? I know you can use the mortars later on in the game. There's some rather overpowered aim assist here. I'm going to use a smoke grenade. I think that this would be a good place to use one. Depends on where they spawn at. And I think we actually are going to make it. Man, the MP40 takes quite a few shots to kill, though. Thankfully, the ammo's constant for it. I think we'll just give him a nice grenade. Okay, that counted as a MP40 kill for some reason. I have no idea why that's counting as an MP40 kill each time, but I'm not mad about it. Right under him so he can't face directly down, so we're safe there. And we got them all. Now, let me guess. There's other... I think this is the last room of the level. We just have to defend up here for a while, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think we still have to defend up here.
Nice work, boys. Check your ammo levels.
Who would have guessed? Okay, we got a checkpoint, thank God. Wrong button. Oh, I love this aim assist. Basically just straight hacks. You're anywhere near the enemy when you aim. Guaranteed kill with the car. Well, almost always a guaranteed kill. Like 4 out of 5 times it is. And we might actually get another achievement here, which would be awesome. Yeah, there's one for the FG-42, there's one for the BAR. I don't remember the BAR being very common in this game. I know the FG-42 isn't common. And I think there's a couple of others that are less common as well. Like some of the non-American weapons, I think, have them that are a little bit less common. I could be wrong on that, though. Come on, let's knock out another achievement. One more kill. Got it! He threw that you just threw that grenade at me, you dumbass. Oh yeah, I forgot they can actually come up the stairs. I might actually be better off just camping the stairs and making sure they don't come up here that way. Can they come in through here? No, they cannot. That's just a balcony. Just camp the staircase like we're playing an actual online modern Call of Duty game. Yeah, what you gonna do? No, that level wasn't too hard. Outside of me making a couple of stupid mistakes and just testing the waters, this level wasn't too bad.
Guzzo, radio division. We've taken Saint-Lô.
Alright, that's one mission down and we should get 2 more achievements. Yep, 2 achievements, let's go. So yeah, you can do the entire thing in one playthrough if you do well with the miscellaneous kill achievements. One mission down, 14 more to go. Like I said, this is not as short of a game as some of the other ones.
The liberation of Saint-Lô opens up the road to Paris. The American army pushes through to the southwest, while the British, Canadian, and Polish advance from the northeast.
Maybe it is all in France, actually.
The German-controlled territory in the middle comes to be known as the Falaise Gap. The Gap sees some of the most ferocious fighting of the last Great War.
Guy
Back
sticks
in
a
the day
gun
when
in
they
my
actually
face. You don't think that's
have
enough
all
to
these
buy me a
big
transfer
scenes.
out of this unit?
Have you thought about writing your congressman?
That's very friggin' funny.
Gear up. We're going to Saint Germain. The 90th is short-handed, so we're getting folded into their unit. Looks like your transfer request came through.
Alright, level 2.
Would rather be with
The
those
island.
guys. They got the easy part of this.
Copy that. They just gotta sit and wait for us.
Quiet that up. Okay, on the signal, we're taking this hill. We gotta flank Jerry, because if we don't, the rest of the division can't move through. So, that's it! Move!
Let's roll.
Come on, let's go!
Okay, BAR. And no other guns, just a BAR. I'm not mad about that because BAR is excellent, but... And never mind, they attack us from the side. I didn't want to be too close to the tank because I'm pretty sure it explodes. Alright, let's try that again. Because I think that tank explodes if you stay too close to it, so... Oh, okay, so that's just a giant machine gun nest, so we need to be on the other side. Yeah, it's been so long since I played this game, I barely remember any of it. Use the tank for cover. Maybe I should actually just follow the game's instructions next time. It's only going to protect me from one side. Maybe there isn't one for the BAR. Maybe there isn't one for BAR. BAR is a very heavy rifle for those who don't know about it. And very powerful. Oh, there is an achievement for it, okay. So BAR is very powerful. Has a weird, like, firing mechanic that fires almost like a mixture of semi and full auto. Kind of hard to describe if you never shot one before, which I actually did get a chance to shoot one of those. Same place, Battlefield Vegas, is where I've shot any machine guns I've ever gotten to shoot in my life. This one doesn't have too much of a auto-aim on it. Alright, at least we got a checkpoint. Perfect. So I guess the tank didn't get blown up yet. It probably gets blown up here, though. Or maybe not. Maybe it actually does its work. Alright, let's sneak around to the side.
What less to worry about?
Anyone in the gun pit over there? Nope.
That's it!
Oh, he forgot how gravity works.
Südwestlich von uns!
Auf dem Waffenplan!
Braucht Hilfe! Wurde getroffen!
Hey, Wayer T. Playing some old school Call of Duty today. Objectives updated. Is there anyone else upstairs here? No, we seem to be cleared. And let's see if we got a clear shot at anyone in the other house through there. I don't think so. So is Private Ryan. Let's not give him any bad ideas. Someone just kicked that window open, but there's no one down there. Am I gonna get jumped here, potentially? Surprisingly, no. Bit of a late spawn there, sir. Oh, that dumbass didn't know to turn around. Not often when you catch the live streams live, you live in Europe, usually only when you do night shifts. Oh, okay, nice. Glad you get to catch one live. Yeah, it's just hard for me to do any sort of daytime stuff over here because of my day job. Sometimes I can do them during the day on the weekends, but usually nighttime's just easier. I think that's an M1 Garand. It is. And we're good in there. Hey, sweet, what's up? I'm expecting an ambush. Oh, he just got... Actually, he did not get meleeed to death. He meleeed to death the other guy. MP40, MG42. Gonna keep the Kar98K because it's actually stupidly overpowered so far in this game. Yeah, it's bolt action, but it's a one-shot. And it has weird auto-aim to it, which is awesome. Got some good news and some bad news. Just catch the VODs afterwards. That's what I do for a lot of people.
Okay, here's the situation. There's an anti-tank gun up the road keeping our tanks from moving up. So we gotta take it out. We'll split up and flank. Half the squad will go left, then through that house and up the riverbed. Other half will move over that wall and continue up the ridge.
I think it's the same Kar98K model as big red one. Looks very much the same. Good news is parts for the 3DS came in, fixed 3DS joypad without any problems. Bad news is the OG one couldn't finish the project because there's a single screw. So like you're missing a single screw for it or something. I'm assuming it's a very custom type of part. Another path I can take through here. Oh, we don't have smoke grenades. I just realized that. That could actually be a bit of an issue.
Out of here! Move!
Because I can tell the smoke grenades are going to be a lifesaver in a lot of these levels. Some of the later ones I remember, like that one that you go through the forest that takes like an hour.
Those yards! German! By the
Move on that position!
Ambush!
And there's several in the... Damn! From opening the thing, it's been completely smashed in, destroyed, and it's stuck. Can't even reach for it because it's deep inside and I'm missing a single screw, but just one you can't take out. Oh, gotcha. That sucks.
Let's move!
At least we got a checkpoint right there, so don't go too far back. I don't even know what hit me, though. Like I said, you do die in this game pretty quickly, so I gotta treat it like a true veteran mode.
Fire in the hole!
It is one of those where you die pretty quickly.
By the trace!
And I don't know enemy spawns in this like I do in later COD games.
One less to worry about!
I think there's a new Call of Duty World at War list up on RetroAchievements. I think it's the, I assume that it's the one for the Wii. Make sure they don't light me up immediately this time. Ah, that's what got me last time. Guys camping out on the upper wall. And I just shot my own guy. Wonderful. What do I enjoy the most? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to bring it to a repair shop. Hopefully they have a tool to remove it. Yeah, I don't even know how you would go about fixing that. What do I enjoy the most at the moment? Oh, FG42. That is pretty rare. There's a trophy for, or an achievement for this gun, and it's very rare in this game. You only get them a handful of times. But I would say, like, at the moment, I typically am having more fun with trophies at this exact moment just because there's so many trophy games I'm playing. But Retro Achievements is always a fun time, so... Yeah, FG42 is pretty rare in this game, because they didn't make a whole lot of them in the real world. They're very hard to find in the real world. So I'm going to take advantage of any chance to use it. Can't believe which idiot Nintendo effed it up.
Move on that anti-tank gun! Germans! By the
So can I get a quad? Almost. Almost got the quad feed. This thing's hard to use, too. It shoots so fast. Even Battlefield Vegas doesn't have one of these anymore. They had one at one point, but I guess they could never get the parts to fix it. So never got the chance to shoot one, but it was also going to cost like $80 to shoot literally 5 bullets out of it. Okay, we got smoke grenades. There we go. We got some smoke grenades. Same type of screws they use on glasses. Oh, gotcha. I think I actually have an eyeglass screwdriver, like one that's small enough for that.
Keep firing!
Now, this thing is a one-shot, so it's not a bad choice to have. Just is really high in the recoil. There we go, FG42 Expert. That's one of the ones that's a little bit more annoying, so this is kind of an uncommon gun. Want to get a Steam Deck just for RA. I mean, I love doing Retro Achievement stuff. It's a lot of fun. Dang, this thing's a one-shot anywhere on the body. Okay, so if we ever find one again, we definitely got to use it. Kind of losing hope on it. You should be able to get it out, though, because, like, there are specialty screwdrivers for screws that small, so... Oh, friendlies. I don't know how you guys got in from that side. I'll take the checkpoint. More Car 98. There's not a whole lot of guns in this game, I don't believe, even though you have a lot of different factions to play as. It's not like you need it. That's just the one you've had since you were younger, gotcha. Since you were children as well. I feel the same way, like I've still got my GameCube from when I was a children, and my PS2. Okay, can I maybe throw some smoke out here? That seems like a very good use of smoke grenades. That was lucky. Take cover. And it's just going to be a very slow advance. And a lot of aim assist. And the fact that you really cannot throw grenades back very easily in this game. You can, but it doesn't work well. So this game's got the grenade spam, not the level of World at War, but it's got some grenade spam, so that's not great. That's not great. So we've got a little bit of World at War style grenade spam. It's not World at War level, but it's noticeable.
Let's move! Great. We got plenty of Jerry.
Alright. Let's try that again, hopefully with a bit less failure. Since the checkpoints are few and far between in this game. I don't even know if that's a better side of the hill to go up. Alright, toss a grenade there. The FG-42 maybe wasn't the best option for this. We're just going to use up a lot of grenades here. Oh, that's got some insane recoil. Like, you have to shoot this thing semi-auto to have any chance of hitting anything, even though it's powerful. Alright, I think we're going to get through this, though. I think we're fine. But there are some later levels that I am actually kind of worried about for the veteran, or for hard. There are definitely a few later levels I'm kind of worried about. That one where you're in the factory, definitely worried about that one, because you have to defend it against a whole bunch of tanks. A couple of the vehicle sections, definitely worried about those, because I don't remember them playing all that well. Another FG-42? Man, they have a lot of FG-42s suddenly. They weren't that commonly made. There weren't that many of them. They were extremely difficult and expensive to make. They really only started making them toward the end of the war, which, I mean, this is toward the end of the war. Okay, you're just gonna get a grenade right here. Not quite the quad feed we need, though, because there's still a trophy for getting a quad. Can you guys kill the, like, one guy that's still standing? Oh shit, those are all enemies. Those are all enemies. Every single one of those was an enemy. So that's why they weren't killing. And yet now we killed all of them with like one shot apiece. Okay, that was lucky. I actually should have tossed a grenade there. That would have been perfect for that other trophy achievement. There ain't no way there were this many FG-42s in one single battle in World War II. Ain't no way. Absolutely no chance.
Hang on, let me think.
Run for cover. That's reassuring. Playing with controller, mouse and keyboard controller. Is that supposed to happen? I think so.
Getting a little tired of dragging your sorry ass around, Nichols. Come on, let's go! Fall back! Fall back!
I was the first one to make it across.
I need air support now, damn it! We need support here. Say again. We need support.
Okay, a tank just exploded.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, I am not good at mouse and keyboard. Yeah, we're running out on the BAR, but if I can get a few more kills with it in this life, I'd at least get another trophy out of the way. Achievement. And he missed the entrance there. He ran over it. The AR is actually less powerful than the FG-42 or the Kar 98K. It's a two-shot most of the time. One shot, sometimes two shots, often sometimes three shots, dang. Well, one shot if you hit him in the head. I think everything in this game is that way. I think every gun will one shot if you hit him in the head.
Feindliche Infanterie! Los jetzt!
Where are you? Back up the stairs, I guess. Probably. I keep seeing someone with a trench gun, so I will like when we eventually get to that, because I know it's going to be great when we get to actual really close quarters combat, because there's several levels where you're just going to be fighting through trenches and such. I'm going to reload before we go any further here.
Feindliche Truppen verlassen die Deckung!
There's definitely more of them here, but I don't know exactly where. Oh, there he is. 2 more kills with this, and we'll get another achievement out of the way, which would be great. But we don't have to worry about using the BAR anymore. We can use some of the more ammo.
Out of here! Move!
Ooh, now that's something you don't see every day. It uses a different ammo, by the way, which makes no sense whatsoever. That it uses a different type of bullet. I don't get that one in the slightest. Alright, I gotta get one more kill with the BAR before we do any more here, though. And get one more kill with this. Get an achievement out of the way. Yes! BAR expert complete. I'm gonna swap this bad boy for a different gun as soon as I can find one. And still a full auto. Surprised they don't have a unique achievement for the FG-42. Well, I just shot my own guy there. It's not my fault, though, that he jumped in front of my bullet. This is basically a sniper rifle. You don't get a whole lot of snipers in this game. Where those Boston accents are real, they sound like extras from The Departed. I don't know. I can't do a Boston accent very well to save my life. Hey, T-Jade. They didn't sound very Boston. That sounded like it turned into half Australian. And you can't steady aim in this game either. I think we're okay. How do we get out of here? How did they get out of here? Oh, like that. Okay. Yeah, I need to get rid of the BAR, though. I need a submachine gun or something. FG-42 will handle anything long range, no problem. Alright, time to clear a house. First I thought that was a gun. That's just a frying pan with bad textures. I will admit this game does not look good on the PS2. This is not a good looking PS2 game. This ain't that good of a good looking of a PS2 game.
This is One more round before the doctor.
Ow.
Let's move!
Yeah, this game, even by PS2 standards, does not look very good.
To the west!
Okay, can't even hit. That's not good. This is back when you used to get quotes. Remember those days when you used to would get quotes while playing games? Don't get any of that stuff anymore. Sad, this is back in the good old days of Call of Duty. Boston accent's just an undercover New York accent. Okay, well at least the scoped FG-42 is still usually a one-shot kill. It's just so damn inaccurate. Or just so high in recoil. Oh, I think I remember this secret. Yeah, there's a little secret over here, if I remember correctly. So if you sneak over into this bunker that you don't normally go into, a couple of Germans in here, and in the corner you can find a scoped Kar 98K. I think it's like the only time in the game where you can find this. Yeah, I think it's like the only time in the entire game where you can actually find this gun. The scoped weapons, or actual sniper rifles, are super rare in this game. There's only a handful of times where you get one. This is one of them. It's a one-shot on everything, so as long as you hit them, it's a one-shot. But for some reason, the scoped and standard variants don't share ammo. They use two different types of ammo somehow, which makes, like, no sense whatsoever. Hey, Cassie? Yeah, it's like the only mission, I think, in the entire game where you can actually find this gun. I remember that because the strategy guide I owned for the game when I was a kid specifically said you couldn't find the scoped Kar 98K in the campaign. Like, they said that it didn't exist in the campaign, but I did find one there, so proved the guide wrong. It means that guides are not always perfect. Oh, the MG42 in this game is fucking insane. Like, it fires legit. Like, it fires like a buzzsaw. Like a buzzsaw was meant to be. Which is pretty cool. It's kind of hard to use, but it's pretty awesome. Remember strategy guides? Heck yeah, I owned many of them, and I still do own them. Back home somewhere.
Okay, we clear this position. The division can advance. That's him.
Ow. Yeah, if you don't really remember having cheat books. I remember the cheat books too, or just like, even like the cheat discs that you could sometimes get. There were like actual discs you would put into your console, like the GameCube and stuff, and use them to actually put in cheats into games. I'm gonna take that scope R98K though, because that's very, very powerful. Lots of good damage built into a single firearm. Ow. I don't even know what that was that could have done that much damage. No lean feature in this game either. Yeah, I don't know why those first two shots missed, so I wasted a few of my very rare bullets here. But we'll survive, I hope.
Find some cover! Move, move, move! Find some cover!
Okay, get into here. Such cheats are a rare thing nowadays. Yeah, they were cool back in the day. Everything was so much different back in the old days. Cheat codes, strategy guides, because YouTube wasn't a thing. Such a different time. Alright, whoever decides to poke through the window this time is not going to get the drop on me. If you're out of ammo, go pick up one of the German guns. There's plenty of them. Did I just blow up a barrel? Or a box or something? Was that actually destructible environment? I don't remember that being a thing in this game. No thank you. Did this game actually have destructible environments? That's what it's looking like. This game might have actually had destructible environments. Which I don't remember that at all on the Wii version, but maybe it was a thing and I just don't remember it. You have two strategy guides, GTA 5 and Fallout. I have Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I know I own those. And probably, like, many, many others from, like, old Nintendo games. I don't think I have anything for Grand Theft Auto, though. Because my first Grand Theft Auto was actually GTA 5. I didn't grow up playing them at all. No way my parents ever would have let that happen when I was younger. And then living in a small rural town with no GameStop or anything like that to buy video games. Not like I would have ever been able to get a copy of it unless I borrowed one from school. I think we also have a defensive portion here. I can't remember if we get a checkpoint for it. I hope we do. Of course we don't. And I die in one hit through a wall. Like I said, this game's ended up being harder than I was expecting it to be. The lack of checkpoints is really kind of being a problem.
Get the Jerry out of here so our boys can move in!
Yeah, I really don't like the lack of checkpoints in this game. That's probably going to be the hardest part of this. First one was Vice City Stories, and that game blew you away. Unless, I may have played GTA 4 with Lizard Guy at some point. There is a possibility of that. It is a possibility, but I'm not entirely sure. First one I owned, though, was GTA 5, for sure. Here's Vice City. I think that's a common first one. So we're all around the same age for that one to have been a first one. we got into San Andreas stories. Because, I mean, I never even played Vice City. I've never actually played Vice City. Especially because it's one of the harder ones in the modern era, like for trophy-wise. At least one version of it is. I guess the reason the ammo's different for the scope version of this is probably the way that it's reloaded. But that wouldn't make any sense for the FG-42, because the FG-42 is a box mag sticking out the side of the gun. I'm not entirely sure my grenade's even going off in there. Open world game where you play as a criminal is so cool. Heck yeah, I mean, GTA 5 was still amazing. GTA 4 was great. San Andreas was amazing. And then GTA 6 at the end of this year, if they don't push it back again. Even though I won't be surprised at all if it gets pushed back again. Yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the shorts I've been posting. All the super fun time moments of Tamagotchi life and getting or no, my dumbass me being a complete dumbass and turning down Megan Maroney. Even though they might be together by now, but something needs to change with that. They need to stop being so stupid. 7 when you played for the first time as your first M-rated game. My first M-rated game was Call of Duty 4, and I was like 13. No, wait, I think I was 12 when yeah, it would have been 12. I think that was my first M-rated. At least I ever owned. Nope, not dying to that. I think there actually are, like, semi-destructible environments in this game, which is kind of crazy. So I don't remember that at all. So I'm definitely blowing up boxes by shooting them sometimes. You guys go up there first. You guys sacrifice your lives first. I got main character syndrome going here. Oh, there was another one up there. That was close. My City Stores was your first M-rated. Yeah, my first one was Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty games I'd owned prior to that were T-rated. Okay, thank God. I think there's still... Do we still have to use the gun or something? Is that actually the end of it? No, that might actually be the end of it. Thought the wanted stars were a good thing. Oh, that's funny. That's totally something I would have probably thought when I was really young, not understanding what it was. Alright, 2 levels down. We have 13 levels to go.
Stay put. We did our job.
We've gotten a lot of the miscellaneous achievements so far, which is good. We've gotten maybe half of them. Got the FG-42, got the BAR, got the Prone, got the MP40, got the Kar98K, 2 more achievements right there. I know there's one for mounted weapons. I know there's one for a quad kill, so we don't have either of those yet.
Doyle, you listening to me, Doyle?
Alright, the first British mission.
Only 2 things the Frenchies are any good at. Surrendering and kissing.
I mean, he's not wrong about the surrendering.
How are you, BT?
Skiving as usual.
Get stuffed, you fat Scottish twig!
I'm fair popular around here. You can probably tell.
Keith, give Wilkins a hand, would you? Boy can't tell his ass from his elbow.
I'm not sure how you could not tell the difference between those two parts of the
What you
body.
doing, my friend?
Little present for the Bosch. We call her Vera. Her twin over there is Lynn.
Try to get 6 stars, never did it without cheats.
Non-insertion. Our man on the ground is a Marquis named LaRoche. Decent fellow for a Frenchman. He'll take us to meet up with the French resistance. An oxymoron if ever there was one. But they're all
Do the
we
British
have.
just not like the French in the real world anymore?
Grab your
Or was
kit and load
that
it.
something that sort of went away after, like, World War II? Because I can imagine they probably didn't like each other that much at this point in time because they fought each other in war for like 1,000 years prior. They were at war for literally for like 1,000 years prior. Because I think we forget these days that Europe's favorite pastime for most of history was killing one another. That was Europe's entire favorite pastime for like thousands of years, was just killing each other. Okay, so this is a slightly stealth mission, if I remember correctly. Very minimal stealth, but there's a little bit of stealth.
Je m'appelle Pierre Laroche.
My name is Pierre
Welcome
Laroche.
to France, mon ami.
I know a tiny bit of French still. The Sten, that is a new gun. And it's the only gun we have right now. I don't know if it has an achievement to it.
A wee member of the welcoming committee.
So, we're going to be working with the French
We
Resistance.
lost Vera in the drop.
Vera.
Our jeep.
Think you can find her, Doyle?
Hopefully.
Sergeant.
I'll go with the sergeant.
This game was weird when it came to, like, vehicle stuff, because it's not, like, specific vehicle missions for the most part, aside from a tank mission midway through the game. Guess we'll find out if there's a achievement for the Sten. See, this mission has a little bit of stealth to it, but not much. I mean, older Call of Duty games obviously didn't focus much on stealth. You couldn't really do much on stealth in World War II. Because, yeah, sound suppressors technically existed, but they were very rudimentary and not exactly effective.
A person. We'll leave him, Doyle. Quietly.
That away, lad.
The Car 98K, we will take that. So, yeah, sound suppressors technically existed, but very, like, early rudimentary form, not exactly overly effective. I don't even know what the point of trying stealth here was, because clearly it didn't work. And the Sten also does not have an achievement tied to it, so we don't have to worry about using it. It's the only SMG we're going to get for a while until we get an MP40. So it looks like everyone's got Car 98Ks here. Well, that didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to.
Will you look at that? A person. We'll leave him, Doyle. Quietly.
And he just if I remember correctly, he just literally goes at it for forever. Like, he will literally just stand here and piss for forever. That seems like an awful lot of piss, my friend. There might be something wrong with you if you keep going this long. Yeah, there's probably something wrong with you at this point.
Good job. Whisper quiet.
You literally catapulted his body into a group of enemies. Do they not care? I don't think they actually care. Is there a way to actually do this in stealth and not get alerted? There's no way. There's no way you can do this in stealth, right? Or is my entire world about to be shattered? Can you actually do this in stealth? And I'm finding this out after all these years. No, you can't. Okay. I didn't think so, but... That would have been something if you could actually do this in stealth, and it was something I didn't find out until now. After all these years. Having some cookies and cream ice cream. Nice. I had a not particularly large serving of spaghetti with meat sauce tonight. Beef in it. That's the only meal I had today. I had a small snack at lunch, but... And I don't feel hungry at all. It's so freaking weird. GLP-1 is so freaking weird. Just the way it makes you feel. Like you literally just don't crave any amount of food whatsoever. It's so weird. Twitch, you've been getting a bunch of Subway ads, and you got an Arby's ad here. You always get Arby's ads here for some reason, still. The restaurants you don't go to are like... I mean, Arby's has good curly fries and mozzarella sticks, if I remember correctly. I'm not a roast beef person, though. I don't really understand a love of roast beef of all meats you could pick between. Subway I haven't been to since I was in, like, college. Because I lived real close to one in college. Like, right across the street from one. How's the, GLP-1? So yeah, I took my first, I took my injection for the first time yesterday. And within an hour of taking it, I had that feeling of, I don't really want to eat anything anymore. It's so weird. It's so freaking weird. And yes, I weighed myself yesterday when I got up around noon, because it was a weekend. So weighed myself then, and was 267. And today, this morning, I was down to 263. Now, part of that was probably from taking a very large dump yesterday.
Keep moving forward!
Getting some stuff out of me, but... Yeah, I'm already down like 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. Do Subway, they still have the foot-long nachos. I mean, Subway's just overpriced. I don't think it's any good, honestly. I think there's so many better places to get sandwiches. Or subs. See, I was down like 3 pounds already, but... That could honestly be anything, including just bathroom usage, water weight, stuff like that. There's a lot of things that could be, so... It won't be anything definitive for at least a couple more days. But like with any diet, I expect to lose a whole lot in the first couple of weeks. And then have it slow down some. But honestly, if I'm operating on a heavy calorie deficit for 6 months straight or something, I feel like it would be consistently, for a while at least, consistently a lot of weight loss. Yeah, I was at 267. Because I put on quite a bit this year so far, honestly, from just eating badly, stress, and not exercising or any of that stuff, so... Already down a little bit, but obviously, that was first day, so we'll see what happens over the near future, because I would expect, like I said, quite a bit to come off in the first couple of weeks, and then it might slow down. Okay, I legit thought those were milk bottles or something. Don't mind if I do. That's why you gave me the smoke. Hold on to the Sten for now, but actually, no, wait, let's take the MP40. There's more ammo for it. And we're gonna need it later anyway. Like the Sten gun, sure. Okay, that didn't work. Well, at least it didn't put me back very far. I'd rather have the MP40. I think I was supposed to go to the left and not to the right. So that's my fault entirely. That was definitely the way I'm supposed to go, but I still didn't do it correctly. Okay, this time I'll hold on to the Sten and see if that makes a difference. Off the smoke. There's a red explodey barrel right there, which I don't like. Like I said, this game does not hold up graphically. This game does not hold up graphically. Alright, let's try to stop dying in stupid ways. Maybe I'm just not supposed to even go out there. Okay, I can't actually shoot the machine gunner, so...
Eine Granate kommt sofort!
Oh, this whole area over here is open. Dang. Ow. And I missed every shot. I don't know which wall you're talking about because there's a lot of walls here. You're gonna have to tell me which wall you're referring to because there's multiple walls here. Or is he saying well? I think he said well that time. I do not like the sight on this thing, though. That's a very bulky looking sight. Get a grenade in there. We're very limited on grenades on this level, unfortunately. Alright, I'm going with the MP40. I prefer the MP40 anyway. Oh, there's a grenade. We're gonna just get away from that real quick. They're at... Okay, just do that, sure. I was hoping maybe those were explosive for some reason. Something exploded. Hopefully that's everyone. Surprisingly, no one camped out in here right now. What about in here? It definitely looks like there could be more in here. No one hiding out. Definitely seems like the kind of place they could hide a unique weapon as well, but none of that going on here. Alright, I think we're good. That took longer than it should have. Back in February, I used to get a ton of ads on nicotine pouches, which was really odd. That's random. Got a copy of the book, The Prince by Machiavelli, in the mail. Think it'd be better if you started reading by hand instead of on your phone. I definitely prefer actual physical books. I definitely prefer them as, like, physical books. Okay, checkpoint, perhaps. Is that our car? Hey, there's our car! We found it! It's badass because it's got 2 mounted guns on it. 2 double-mounted guns on it. And now I think we're going to have a vehicle mission. Vehicle part of mission. She was surprised because she knows you never read. I enjoy reading. I do enjoy reading. I just don't do it that often. But I do prefer reading from a physical book. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm driving. This is not going to end well. I don't get to use the gun, I have to do the driving part instead. I don't see this going particularly well.
Take down that gate. Take down that gate.
So yeah, this game has like semi-open world driving missions, which is really, really weird. Like, it's not fully open world, at least not this one, but it slightly is. And there's a mission later that actually does have, like, open aspects to it, if I remember correctly, with the way you drive. Because you can choose to tackle objectives in different orders, I think. If it's the mission I'm thinking of.
Watch out for that tank! Clear of those trees! They clear that tank! Whoa!
Did I actually just get through this first try? Possibly.
Watch out for that tank!
Oh, there's more to it. Oh, there's more. I was about to say, that was probably too easy.
Keep going, she'll make the jump! You drenched me, Doyle!
You need to shut up, because we're doing something really dumb here. Taking a gun-equipped Jeep through enemy territory, trying to sneak it through.
That's the signal. Take that door road.
Now that's how to drive!
Ah, well, we got through it. I'm not mad. We got through it. First try, no death, somehow. That's level 3 done.
You are
12 levels to go.
Nice to see you too, lady.
Dufontaine.
Super
Isabelle
weird you don't smoke or take pouches. Yeah, I don't know then, like...
Queen of France.
Because I don't smoke or take pouches, but I never get ads for any of that I remember.
Your major hasn't arrived.
I mean,
yet.
I use,
He lost contact with one of our
I have
men as
YouTube
well.
Premium. It's
Lost
honestly the
Salomon.
one subscription service that I find to be really, really worthwhile.
He went missing while doing
Just
reconnaissance
because
near
YouTube's
the
almost
German air
unusable
defense.
without it or an ad
You mean
blocker at
those
this
Bosch
point.
bastards who shot us out of the sky. Sounds like payback time, eh, Doyle? We'll help you get your man back.
Someone should stay at the rendezvous point in case Major Ingram arrives.
Thanks for volunteering, Frenchie.
Here is the situation. The German gunners are using a manor house as their barracks straight up that way. The flag gun is to the right. Allons-y. Doyle, lead on.
I don't like reading a lot. I guess maybe it's because it's a book that just seems satisfying to you. I mean, that's not even the end of the mission. Damn, this is a long mission. Thought for sure that'd be the end of it. Like I said, though, this is a long Call of Duty game for a campaign. I don't think it's like the longest Call of Duty campaign, but it is definitely a little bit more up there.
Come on, lad, I'll give you a hand.
Oh, it's time for a quick time event. Yay! Punch, 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 punch. Get dating apps for apps that you never use. I get them for dating apps as well, but I do still use them.
Feindliche Truppen verlassen die Deckung! Im Nordosten! Los geht's!
Mann am Boden!
Oh, you probably could have gotten a quad kill in there with the grenade if you placed it correctly.
Wir folgen! Hilfe! Er wurde getroffen!
I'm looking for what might be a good place to get it if we don't get it naturally. I heard a grenade go off somewhere. I don't know where it is, though. And I guess that's everything there. Well, at least the spray and pray method there kept me alive. It's almost better not to aim down sight all the time in this game. It's kind of slow. We only have to take the girls IRL. Sorry to say this, but a lot of them don't know how to text. Yeah, there's many that don't. Okay, let's try that again, except that we have to do that stupid quick time event again. So yeah, like, the biggest difficulty with this game, I think a lot of it is just the fact that it's... One, the missions are honestly really, really long by Call of Duty standards. And then the checkpoints are so few and far between compared to a lot of Call of Duty games. Quick time events are kind of annoying. We haven't even had to do the one for planting a charge yet. But the good thing is, once we get through the game on hard, we'll be almost done with the Platinum, or the Mastery. Because at that point, all we'll have left is just, At that point, all we'll have left is just any miscellaneous achievements, and there aren't that many. That was not quite a that literally didn't even kill the one I was aiming for. That was completely useless. It killed one random one out of the 4. That one might actually be harder than I thought. 4 at the same time. That might actually be harder than I thought. Maybe with a rocket launcher or something might be doable. Or maybe there's a very specific place to do it with a grenade. This might be the only one I end up having to look up when we're all done with this whole thing. I do not remember this game having destructible environments, though. That's kind of bizarre. They're not always destructible, but it's noticeable that there are some things that are. No going through doors. That was a little too advanced for this game.
Marcel, ça va?
Ça va bien, et j'ai les plans.
Ça va? Ça va bien.
The bush will be out in force.
Surprised you got flirted with
Let's just
yesterday. Oh, that's awesome.
Going on here?
Later.
Even that
We
one
must
girl met on Omegle a couple of days ago literally didn't respond for the last 2 days. Yeah, a lot of them just are there just for the attention. They just want the attention to make them feel good about themselves. And don't really even intend on doing anything. I am loving this Kar 98K, though. One-shot kills. Sort of auto-aim. Except that you can't really attack multiple people at the same time with it. Person is not something you can be. When we pick Feared. In a different states. We're in Ohio. Don't remember what state he's in. Oh, that sucks. Well, if it's like Kentucky or something, or Indiana, you'd be fairly close. Or even Pennsylvania, potentially, depending on what part of the state you're in. Michigan's also near there, so there's at least a few states around you. Because sometimes I'll get people from Georgia or North Carolina, Tennessee. Really only those 3 states. It's also crazy there's no collectibles in this game, so no collectible hunting to worry about this time around. Not that I necessarily mind collectibles, but... it's nice to not have to deal with them. Yeah, I'm almost positive this is the exact same version of the Kar 98K that we got in Big Red one. Almost positive it's the exact same thing. Dude, she's in Utah. Dang, that is a really far distance. That ain't even just like New Jersey or something, or Connecticut. That's the other side of the country. That's 3,000 miles away. One day you take a GLP-1 so you can take the rest of the weight off, because not gonna lie, getting tired of staying where you're gonna gain back. And I mean, like I said, I was feeling an effect of it almost immediately. Too much stress in the world, yeah. I mean, stress eating is definitely a thing that I do, so... or just overeating in general, because I like food. And I mean, again, it feels super, super weird when you start it. Just not being able to really even want to eat anything. I feel like that's definitely something we're supposed to interact with. It is a very strange feeling. Also makes you a little bit more tired as well, at least early on, so do keep that in mind. I'm definitely feeling that aspect of it. Just partially because of not eating as much, so you have less energy anyway. And most of the side effects of them are just gastrointestinal things. So either nausea or constipation or diarrhea are the main 3 symptoms. So far, the only one for me has been constipation, which is... I mean, again, it's a common one for it, so it's not that big a deal. Oh god, what's this gonna involve? Yep, so there's still quick time events in this version. That's one down. So who cares? People only look at what's in front of them, not what it took for them to get there. Yeah, I mean, nowadays, I feel like you could just take the GLP-1 and be like, yeah, I lost the weight because I exercised or ate less or whatever, which technically you are eating less because you physically cannot eat as much, or you're going to be uncomfortable if you do. And I'm also not expecting this first week, like, the first week on it, I am expecting to have a few more times where I probably eat a little bit too much just because I'm trying to get used to how much I can actually eat. There's a chance I might still eat too much at some times. Just because I'm trying to get used to it. But I almost feel like I have to force myself to eat at this point, even just 2 days in. This is just, again, such a weird feeling. And then when you're on one, you're going to need to eat mostly protein. You're going to need to eat mostly protein very heavily when you're on one. Which, that's going to be something I can, you know, meal prep for starting tomorrow when I go to the grocery store. Just sort of had to deal with what I had around the house. So you don't lose muscle mass, make sure to add fat. Fat and just a lot of protein. Still on 5 pounds on the bench press. Starting to get a little easier. That's still better than I do because I don't work out at all. Unless you count the occasional walking to be a workout. The area's good, so... Can we plant the charge safely? Yeah, it is a very weird feeling. Almost have to, like I said, you almost have to force yourself to want to eat.
Monsieur Doyle. To the next door!
Alright, one more to go. You can have carbs as well. As long as you stay in your deficit and a healthy one. And, like, you're physically not going to be able to eat that much in the way of carbs just because you can't eat that much of anything. Which is so weird. Oh, he was just looking right at me. Good thing it wasn't COD Classic. I probably would have died there. Because, like, even, like I said, yesterday, when I had my first full meal after taking the injection, I had prepared a fairly healthy meal. It was a bowl of ground beef with some cheddar cheese, a fried egg, and a piece of bacon on top. That was the main dish, and it wasn't a large portion of ground beef. It was a fairly small, it was like a fairly, I don't know, probably 4 to 5 ounces of ground beef. I'd say probably 5-ish ounces of it. So it was that plus, that bowl, I had a small to medium-sized potato that was mashed up. And a small portion of corn on the cob. And I could not finish the whole thing. Which, for me, is just insane. Really? Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I really don't like the checkpoint system in this game. Like, I understand that the answer is going to be to get good, but they could afford to give a handful of additional checkpoints in this one than what they do. 16 pounds away from your target weight of 145. Thanks, you were super light. I wouldn't want to be that light, especially at my height, because I'm almost right around 6 foot or 5'11", so being that low weight at my height would probably not be the best. I mean, Lizard Guy's even taller than I am. He's like 6'1 or 6'2. But he weighs a lot less than I do, but he's not like an unhealthy low weight or anything like that. Okay, first one went off. Did I go in a different order this time? Possibly. About average height, you're 5'10", and I'm 5'11 or 6 foot, right around there. 5'11 and a half probably would be the most accurate. Start at 125. What did I get hit by? Okay, I think I'm getting shot through a wall there. That's not good. Just need to be 170 to 180 and you'll be fine. And I just want to get down to 200. Like, if I can get down to 200, I'd be happy with that. I'd be perfectly fine at 200. Which the GLPs should kill just enough of my weight to where I actually should end up around 200 after like a year, so even better at 170 to be honest. I mean, that would be ideal weight. 25 for bench press, use 15-pound dumbbells, did some exercise as well and eating more. So yeah, if I can get down to 200, I'll be perfectly happy with that. Okay, he wouldn't die and he shot me through a box. I'm not allowed to do the same thing, unfortunately. See, that would be my goal, to get down to right around 200.
Stick with me!
I don't think I'll do too bad on muscle mass. Because I'll be eating almost entirely protein for the most part. So, a few carbs, sure, and a few healthy vegetables, sure, but mostly protein. Beef, chicken, and eggs, mainly. And I do get to move around some with my work, like moving between patient rooms and shit, so... So at least get some chance to move around. I have to lift sometimes heavier things when we get shipments and stuff, so... not completely hopeless in some of that. That's fine, man, but we're both much taller than you. Okay, so you don't have to gain as much as us. You don't have to be as heavy as we are then. Just lifted 35-pound dumbbells. I probably need to buy... well, actually, no. You don't need to buy dumbbells. You can make your own weights. If you want to be a cheap ass like I am, you can probably make your own weights out of just, like, a few, like, 1-gallon waters. Just take a few 1-gallon water jugs and strap them to a piece of metal or a piece of PVC pipe or something and just lift that. Water's heavy, so it would actually work just fine for building some muscle. Yeah, just take like a few 1-pound or 1-gallon water jugs and just strap them to some PVC pipe. Altogether, it'll cost you like $5 probably to make everything. Or backpack full of rocks is another option. And I mean, I've always had fairly broad shoulders because, like, all my books in high school were super damn heavy, and even the ones in college were kind of heavy, plus I was walking quite a bit in college just to get from class to class. Because where I lived was kind of on the opposite side of campus, of where my classes were, because, like, we had a specific health sciences building, and I was sort of living on the opposite side of campus from that. So it was a good bit of walking most days.
Allez, on y va! Débauche! Près des caisses de ravitaillement! Allez,
Explosive
on y va!
barrels, that could be bad.
Prends ça, sale pote!
I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, though, because I gotta drive to the further away office. Not really to actually do anything, mostly to supervise the finishing of the training for a new employee, so not really that big a deal, but just I hate driving out there. And I'm still super, super fucking pissed off about the fact that I got a lower raise than our useless employee. I'm gonna confront the manager about that soon, but I've got my resume updated, and I'm gonna start applying for other jobs. Because, like, my job is completely secure. I'm not worried about, like, losing my job or anything like that, but I know I should be getting better. So I'm gonna apply for better.
Get your ass to the next gun!
Don't die to that. Lost a few pounds since you've been eating less. That's good then. Hate love handles. I just hate how fat I am and how much I eat. I think I did these in a different order this time. I'm almost positive I did. Okay, that's our friendly. Car 98 is wonderful, though, because it, again, is an auto-lock. One-shot kill, auto-aims onto enemies. Very useful so far. Unless you're fighting, like, 5 enemies at once or something. So I was looking also into Retro Achievements. Another game I kind of want to do is, from kids' game era, is Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies. What shot me? Where are they? And like for that game, most of the achievements are fairly easy. Okay, now they can cover me here. Saying that because it's the last place you burn fat, it's where it stores the most. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Oh, yep, over there, so let's just stay away from that. I have no idea where that grenade went to, but who cares? But the one coming out of the porta... Oh, he came out of a different porta potty this time, so it's random. I'll make sure he can't come in behind us, so that's good. Ow. Be careful there, Zach. Don't die to this. At least for a minute's the last place. I never knew that, actually, so... Okay, we've got to be at the end of this level by now, so just use some grenades as needed. And it's usually the breast or the butt. Again, that's not something I'm as knowledgeable on, fat burning and such, so... I know about other parts of the body. Certain organs I know quite a bit about now. Okay, let's make sure there's no one else just, like, camped out staring at me. good up there. Yeah, I just want to make sure no one's out there just staring at me, ready to shoot me. And we're alive! Checkpoint, thank God. So, even if there's more to this level, it's just get to the next point at this time, so we're good. This is a long-ass level. Oh my God. And the memories with this game got all the achievements on 360 except for the multiplayer ones. Yeah, because this game's multiplayer was insane. It was like 100 hours of boosting. Not even just 100 hours of grinding, 100 hours for the multiplayer if you boosted it.
Those jerry buggers are right behind me. Doyle, you go with Keith, Monsieur LaRoche. You and your friend.
And thankfully, RetroAchievements does not have any multiplayer achievements, at least for this game. So we don't have to worry about that.
Driving again.
So all we have to worry about is beating the game on hard and a handful of miscellaneous. Which are mostly easy.
Don't monkey about, Doyle. The boss are right behind us. Tag coming up our arse.
But yeah, the lack of checkpoints is really going to be a little bit of a problem later on, because I do remember some of the missions in this game actually being quite challenging when I was younger. Maybe I'm better at them now. I would hope I'm better at them now, but I do remember there being some annoying missions here.
Points across the river.
Random open world vehicle missions because reasons.
Called at a bridge.
This makes no sense for Call of Duty, but alright.
Put your foot down, Doyle. Please hold up, lassie.
And we made it through, finally. That took way too freaking long. 10-pound bells and the 5-pound ones become too easy. Sounds good. Like I said, I'm just gonna lift like gallon water bottles. Hey, there we go. 2 achievements. Let's go. If I had the choice, would I rather start off skinny or fat? I'd rather be skinnier. Because I feel like I could at least gain fat very easily if I wanted to. Just by, like, eating too much.
If it reloads...
Much more doable. Yeah, it's basically just beat the game on hard. Which, there's no veteran mode in this game on the PS2 version, but PS2 version is just beat it on hard, which is equivalent to veteran, honestly. It's pretty close in terms of difficulty to veteran.
Trust him. That makes one of us.
Maybe only slightly easier, and then a bunch of... Not even a bunch, but several achievements for getting through, like, using weapons a certain amount of times. I can actually pull that up right now and we can see where we're at. I want to see where we're at, actually, in progress. 12 out of 38.
No one's offering you a medal to do your job, Hux. Now,
Okay, so... The miscellaneous achievements are as follows. 20 kills with the Car 98K, and for each of these, they have to be done in a single life with no reloads or no deaths. And in a single mission. 20 kills with the Car 98, 20 kills with the M1 Garand, 20 kills with the BAR, 20 with the MP40, 10 with the FG42, 10 while prone. And then the remaining miscellaneous that I don't yet have are not too bad. 20 kills with the Springfield, which we're going to get in the Forest mission. 15 kills with the MP44, I honestly don't remember where we ever get that. And 10 kills with a mounted gun. And then 4 kills at the same time, so like a quad feed. So those are the only miscellaneous things left. None of them are all that bad. La Savior de Mayenne. Mayenne, France. Oh, I think we're back to the Americans. And we have American weapons again, unfortunately. I need to go use the bathroom. But yeah, it's a very doable list by Retro Achievement standards. It's literally just beat the game on hard and then just get a bunch of kills with different weapons. So nothing overly difficult, but hard mode in this game is not the easiest Call of Duty game by any means. Already carry a heavy backpack during the weekdays, plus being fat makes people look at you like you're a disgusting human being. Yeah, that's unfortunately true. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back, and we will continue on. I want to get through at least one more mission tonight, but I think we're probably only going to get through one more mission because this game is a lot longer than a lot of Call of Duty games for campaign-wise, so I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. If you get in shape as a fat person, you'll keep stretch marks and loose skin. Yeah, that's true. I will probably have some stretch marks or loose skin once I actually lose weight. Which isn't that big a deal, but like, it's gonna be a noticeable thing. I don't know, I think actually with the GLP-1s, part of it is that you is that you lose the weight after the first couple of weeks when you're, first starting to use it, and you do rapidly lose in the first couple of weeks, as it is with any diet that you stick with. I suspect that after the first couple of weeks, it probably starts to even out a little bit more, and you probably don't lose rapidly enough to have major issues with that. Yeah, I suspect that you won't lose weight rapidly enough after the first couple of weeks to really have significant levels of loose skin, where your body will kind of be able to adjust to it. But I could be wrong. I am not a nutritionist. I do not claim to be a nutritionist. I certainly am not one. I would not be as fat as I am. Oh, hello. So I guess the Thompson and the MP40 might use the same type of ammo. And that's why we're picking up so much, but that actually would not make... Actually, that makes no sense whatsoever because they don't use the same ammo type. MP40 is chambered in 9mm. Most versions of it were chambered in 9mm. And the Thompson is chambered in 45 ACP. It's a higher caliber submachine gun.
Damn! Like they got some tasty spoils.
It's a
in there,
noticeably
boys.
higher caliber submachine gun, which is part of the reason why it has so much more recoil, and why it could be so popular even with like gangsters and stuff, because it was super effective. So yeah, Tommy gun is a higher caliber submachine gun by quite a bit. 45 is a much more powerful round than a 9mm. I do not own anything chambered in 45 ACP, surprisingly. 40 caliber and 9mm, sure, I have those. 40 caliber is the ugly stepchild of firearms. Or one of the ugly stepchildren of firearms. Just in a position to think that way, you know, there's cons of being skinny, like people think you're weak. I don't necessarily know if I would say that. Like, maybe if you look like skeletal or something, I could see people thinking that. Maybe if you look fairly normal, even while skinny, it's not going to be a huge issue. Like, if you look like you have some muscle on you.
Take cover behind those boxes! Germans in the open! Over to the east!
Unless you're really, really tall and super skinny, because then it's a little bit different, because, I mean, again... Sweet, me and you are fairly tall, so we don't need to look as skinny. As someone who's like 5 feet tall or something that might want to try to really look skinny. If any of that actually made sense. I see things. There's no lean feature. Okay, I did actually just test that there. I wanted to see if there was a lean feature in this game, but there is not, unfortunately. Leaning is very nice in, like, COD Classic. It's super helpful in COD Classic. You're short at 5'4". At least not seen in a bad way. Tall being skinny is allowed. Yeah, that's true. I mean, my friend Marshall, the one that I went to the wedding for in, like, 2023, that's super tall, he's, like, 6'6" or 6'7". He was always really skinny. But he always looked healthy. I mean, he played basketball for all that time, so... He was, like, 6'6" or 6'7", something like that. And I had a guy that I met in Cincinnati that actually went to the same high school as me, shockingly, but he was even taller. He was like 6'9" or some shit like that, which is still insane to me. Like straight up pro basketball player height. He's probably the tallest person I've met.
Potato masher, run!
Checkpoint! I will take it. And by the way, the M1 Garand should be more effective than it is. Because the M1 Garand is likely chambered in 30-06, which is a pretty high caliber rifle round that you would normally see in a lot of bolt-action rifles. The M1 Garand should be a lot more powerful than it's actually depicted as in this game. Because the 30-06 cartridge is very powerful. Sure, it's not probably as powerful as the Kar 98K, but it's also being delivered in a semi-automatic format with an 8-round mag. Clip. Actually, this is technically a clip. One of the few guns that's chambered by clip instead of magazine. There is a difference between them. Us firearms lovers don't like when people don't know the difference and try to lecture us about guns while not knowing the difference between things like that. Just love hearing the dumbasses trying to lecture us about gun control when they can't tell us the difference between a semi-automatic versus a fully automatic weapon. They can't tell us what an assault rifle is. They can't tell us the difference between a single or double-action revolver. They can't tell us the difference between a clip and a magazine, all that kind of good stuff. People who have no business talking about something but try to sound like experts when they clearly are not. I mean, most of those people probably think that the rumors about the whole M1 Garand clip ejection being so loud, because this was an old rumor. Now, this is completely untrue, but it was a rumor at times where the M1 Garand's clip ejection was loud enough that, and noticeable enough, that if you heard it, that, like, enemies would listen to that and hear it, and that would be what would cause them to stick their heads out to shoot at you because they know that you were out of ammo and you were having to reload. To where then soldiers would sometimes just throw empty clips around and try to trick the enemy into sticking their heads out. But there was no truth to any of that because there was no way you were going to hear the ejection of an M1 Garand's clip in the middle of a massive battle. It's just simply not a thing that's going to happen. It's not loud enough. I've heard it in real life. It's not loud enough. Like, yeah, it's noticeable if you're in a relatively quiet environment otherwise. You're going to hear it, but otherwise, you're not going to hear it. I don't know, that's a big part of my identity on YouTube, is being an extremely pro-gun person. That's my single most important issue with voting is firearms, so... Just wait until you tell the anti-gunners that there were actually semi-automatic weapons and 50-round magazine weapons that were created well before the Constitution of the United States was written. Both actually exist.
All right, let's move out.
Giordani air rifle was either lever action or semi-automatic, depending on the model. 20 to 22 round magazine, just as powerful as a small caliber rifle. Invented before the end of the Revolutionary War. And then the other one is some gun that was made in, like, Sweden or Switzerland in the 1500s. I can't remember what it's called. It's got some insane name. I can't actually remember what it's called. It's got some really insane name to it. Some really foreign name to it. But it was a lever-action black powder rifle that held anywhere from 5 to 50 bullets in the magazine. So yes, 50-round magazines and semi-automatic firearms existed at the time the Second Amendment was written. Therefore, all of those arguments against it typically are not going to be any sort of accurate. Those are some of the arguments that they like to use. Easily disputed via actual facts and logic. Owning a gun shop, I don't know, there's a lot of liability to it. I'm not really sure I'd want to own my own business. I feel like there's a lot of potential issues to that, because my dad was an independent contractor. He owned his own business for a long time. It can have its benefits, but it can also have its serious negatives. I don't know, I don't know if it's something I would want to deal with, owning, like, my own business, even a small business. As much as I hate working for someone else that's a piece of shit, like the ones that I've worked with for most of my life, it is nice not having to deal with some of that sort of back-end stuff.
Move, move, move! Take cover behind those ruins.
I think the main reason I would want to ever own a gun shop would be to become an FFL. So basically a person who can acquire any type of firearm, technically. You have to have certain licenses for it. You have to pay a lot of money to get that licensing and everything. But once you do that, you can then potentially own a lot of weapons that are not available to the general public that I would like to So, I mean, I'm talking like full autos, short-barreled shotguns, suppressors, but especially the full autos. Potentially explosive weapons, depending on what your license is.
Take cover!
I mean, that's technically true. If you own a business, you can swear at people that are rude to you, but then you have to live with the repercussions of them coming back and reviewing you negatively. I feel like there's too much pressure of just like, if I do one thing wrong, I'm gonna be in serious trouble with, like, the whole populace. Whereas if I'm just a random employee of it, I'm not gonna have as much liability to it. You're just an individual employee, it's just saying, oh, there was one bad employee one day that anyone can write off as just being someone having a bad day and just making shit up. You're the owner that goes out and does something, then you might actually get in trouble, because then you might actually get people against you. That sounds like an air raid siren. Need to save it for a revolver. Revolvers are usually pretty cheap, thankfully. Few $100s, so they're, by firearm standards, they're pretty inexpensive. I would probably recommend something chambered in either 357 Magnum or 38 Special are probably your best options. Since you would be a first-time gun owner, I would probably say 38 Special is probably going to be better. Well, revolvers... When you talk about old school, revolvers actually do have certain advantages over later firearms, over like a semi-auto. They have the advantage of they've been being made for 150 years plus, to where they've been fully refined and are very, very well made. They're much less likely to have problems. They're much easier to fix. Yeah, they're significantly less likely to break on you. They are significantly easier and cheaper to fix if you have to get them fixed for anything. They're just extremely reliable as well. Because my revolver is a old police model 38 Special, probably made in the 50s. I think when we tracked the serial number on it was back in the 50s. It still shoots perfectly in the modern day. It shoots like it's brand new out of the box. You're not usually going to get that with semi-automatic weapons. Okay, I just noticed that the 100 in the bottom right corner is misaligned. It's like 1, then the 0 is slightly lower, and then there's a large space at the second 0. So that, I don't know if that's a graphical glitch or what, but that's gonna upset my OCD for a while, probably. We still have enough Thompson ammo for now. We got like 6 mags left for it, so I'll just keep that for now. Yeah, revolvers have certain benefits. They're also much more accurate, usually, than a lot of semi-automatic pistols. Very, very accurate. Like, you point it somewhere, it's gonna hit what you point at. Oh, no. I don't like this. Okay, we're never replaying this level for any reason.
Come on, faster!
Yeah, revolvers have certain advantages.
Come on, faster!
If I go any faster, I slip. If I go any faster, I slip. Okay, let's try again. Quick time events are not fun. And everything, you always have to make yourself the person to have the vintage item. But with firearms, there's actually a good reason to have certain vintage firearms. I have a lot, I have several, maybe not a lot, but a fair number of Warsaw Pact firearms. Simply because they are so good. They do the job. They're still so effective even half a century or more later. The communists were good at two things. Killing lots of people, and creating weapons to kill lots of people with. But the Warsaw Pact and the Communist China were good with that. That's why I own several. I have an AK-47, but it's technically a Palmetto State AK-47, but it's based off the original AK-47 design that's still used worldwide. It's the most heavily produced firearm of all time, for a good reason. I have an old, ancient Communist China SKS. Still shoots perfectly 70 or 80 years later. Shoots better than a lot of modern guns. Tokarev handgun. Still shoots perfectly 70, 80 years later. This is a Romanian Tokarev from the 50s, back when they were part of the communist bloc. And we have other old firearms. We have a Springfield that my great-granddad, or my granddad, it would have been my great-granddad, built himself. Old Springfield sniper rifle.
Nichols! Drop the oars and return fire! Take out those Jerry on shore! Nichols! Go! Move!
Just get out already.
Bring it in! Stay low!
Okay, good. Don't screw me over there. And stuff like that. We have a Winchester 1907. It's a really bizarre old semi-auto rifle chambered in a really bizarre caliber that isn't made anymore. Stuff like that. I've always loved historical firearms. We'll start boosting session for My Hero 1's Justice Online trophies. Never even heard of that game.
We've got to do something.
I'm assuming I can't shoot it because it's through the wood. Yeah, I can.
Take out those 42s. Go! Nichols! Pop smoking!
Talking in General, gotcha.
Take two guys with you.
Yeah, when it comes to guns, like, I love old guns. There's a lot of good that comes from them. They're fun to own, they're fun to shoot. My great-granddad was a big collector of older firearms, and now we've inherited most of them, or all of them, at this point. He also liked to make his own ammo, which included ammunition that was probably a little bit powder-loaded, powder-overloaded. You can tell when you shoot some of his old bullets that we still have that they were very much powder overloaded. Alright, this building's cleared. Can I actually do anything with the MG42? No, I can't. Well, it's a good thing they don't shoot at me, because bullets, even in this day, could probably cut through that wood, depending on what type of bullet it is. Maybe not a submachine gun bullet, but a rifle bullet could easily cut through a 1-inch piece of wood. 30-06 can cut through a 1-inch piece of metal with no problem, with no slowdown. Much less a piece of wood of the same weight or length, so they could easily cut through that with a high-powered rifle. Throwing back grenades in this game is a pain in the ass. Did one just run out? That's what I don't get about hiding behind tables in media, because it's like, unless you're using a low-caliber pistol, the bullet's gonna go through it. Like, yeah, this is a 9mm, so it's not a large bullet, so it's not gonna go as far through things. So the 9mm might not work on some of these things, but the M1 Garand is going to shoot straight through that little table right there and not going to get any sort of resistance from it. I'll tell you that right now. 30-06 is going to go straight through that shit. Hell, a fucking 243 would probably go straight through that wood. 270 would probably go straight through that wood. For a second, I thought it was like a secret exit. Nixon, are we a relative of the later disgraced impeached president? Didn't want to have to do that, but it's fine. Stay alive. It's a fighting base from the anime My Hero Academia. Don't care about the anime, but bought it because it was $5 an easy platinum. Hey, I can't blame you on that one. $5 for an easy platinum, nothing wrong with that. Especially if it's not a shovelware game. And I will say, the Kar 98K is one gun that I never really see for sale online at any of the sites that I go to. They're probably out there, but it's one that I think would be cool to have, but just never see it for sale anywhere. And I can find, like, Swiss straight-pull carbines, similar design to this, for $500 or $600, which is not a bad price for them. It's just the fact that the ammo for them is damn near impossible to find. They're chambered in some random-ass, like, 7.5 by 65 caliber or something insane like that that I've never heard of before. That's the thing for a lot of these historical European firearms, is the ammo for them is nearly impossible to find. It took me years to find ammo for the Winchester 1907. It took me until like a few months ago to actually find ammo for it after like 10 years of searching on and off. Checkpoint, thank God. We're near the end of this mission. This is not as long as some of the other ones, thankfully. We're near the end of it. Can't believe it's almost Austrian Painter's birthday. Oh, it almost is. Oh, we need to play Tomodachi Life on his birthday then, and see if he gets anything for it, because I think his birthday is the first one that comes up out of any of them.
Through the cafe or the butcher shop?
I probably will post a post on here of just like a poll asking about if people want to see more of Tomodachi Life, if they just want to see it as shorts, or if they want to see it as like Professor style videos. It's like 15 minutes every few days, just post a video of it. I mean, I'm gonna still post shorts no matter what, because the shorts do so well. But it's just more of a question of, do people want to see, like, actual full progression videos, or just shorts that post the biggest highlights of it? Because most recently, it was me being told to get with Megan Maroney, but my me is too stupid to do that, and tries to chase after Kelsey instead. Because my me is not smart. Actually, what's that? Oh, dang, that hit 1,000 views already? Wow. Okay, so that one hit 1,000 views in like 3 hours. Which is faster than the other ones did, so that's good. You want to see Tomodachi live streams? I would love to stream it more. They just don't do well, is the whole thing. Is they just really don't pull in any views. Which is why I'm thinking either videos or just continuously doing shorts. Shorts are going to keep going on no matter what. But yeah, just streams of the game just really don't do well. I mean, I'm loving playing the game, and I love playing it on stream. Just watching this stupid shit unfold is hilarious. Seriously, I was shooting at him. Because this stream has pulled in significantly more viewership than both the Tomodachi live streams combined, is the whole thing about it. And obviously, I don't do YouTube as a job. I do it as a fun thing on the side, but I would like to pull in views if at all possible so I can at least grow the channel and make a little bit extra off of it. Enjoy the Tomodachi live streams. They're a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I'm not against doing more of them. It's just, again, they just don't pull in any viewership. And again, like, yeah, it's not like other YouTubers that have to care about YouTube views as their entire livelihood. I'm not in that situation. I never will be. I never want YouTube to actually be a full-time job. So I'm mostly just doing it for fun, but I'd still like to grow it and make even a little bit more money off of it. Enough to pay for any new games I want to purchase each year or something like that. So there aren't really any new games I care about at this point. It's like, we got a couple of ones on PSN Plus. So, like, the new, not new, but Horizon Forbidden West, or Horizon Zero Dawn, whatever it's called, Horizon Zero Dawn, that's coming out. The Mouse PI game is supposedly really good. Actually very fun, supposedly. Still need to play things like Clear Obscure. Shit. Okay, that was my fault. Yeah, that one was my fault. Still need to play things like Clear Obscure. I don't care that much about Crimson Desert because it's like a 300-hour game, and I really don't want to put that kind of time into something right now. I've already got Red Dead and Death Stranding 2 on my list. And those together are nowhere near that long.
Take out the rocket launcher!
The song you made yesterday with audio. I haven't heard the audio yet. Yeah, still need to listen to the audio version of it.
Take cover behind those boxes! Move! Go! Nice work.
Okay, I just got shot through a wall. That one was not my fault. I got shot through a wall. Or a big, like, thing of crates. Make Grok do all the songs. I wouldn't blame you for that because apparently we're not going to get a concert hall in the new game, so I'm going to have to rely on what you guys make in the old game. Okay, you know what? We have grenades. Oh, that's what he shot me through. I didn't realize there was a hole over here. Okay, I didn't realize there was a whole ass hole right there. That's probably what kept killing me. Okay, let's focus here. I don't want to keep replaying this if I don't have to. Ow.
Let's move out! Achtung! Granate!
What is even throwing the grenades at this point? There's no one left alive over there right now. Everyone inside. It's Christmas time in yours? Oh, so you don't have the date set correctly? Okay, there we go. Checkpoint, thankfully. That was more difficult than it should have been. Tank coming through from somewhere. Oh, great, another tank. That doesn't... That's not something I really want to do. Does that tank not know I'm here? Where do you want me to plant the charge at? I can't plant the charge if you don't give me the option to plant the charge now. You gotta give me the option to plant the charge if you want me to plant a charge. Just saying. You gotta give me the option to plant the charge if you want a charge to be planted. There was no option to plant said charge there, so I don't blame myself at all for that, I blame the game. Oh, I'm not the one that's supposed to plant it, never mind. I got the names wrong, because the names of the characters in this game are just not important. I'm supposed to do the covering. I feel like I'm normally the one that's supposed to be planting, so that's very different from what I'm used to. Next time I should probably listen to the instructions. Alright, this room's good, so we can hide out up here.
I'm advancing. Get out of the way!
He actually managed to plant it.
Not bad for a hayseed. You too, Nichols.
He actually managed to plant it. I think there's still a defensive portion at the end of this mission, though. Yep, we are not done yet. This also makes me think of the fact that apparently a bunch of Medal of Honor games are getting Retro Achievements lists right now. Which is exciting, because that was like what was the precursor to Call of Duty. And apparently those games are quite challenging, even though they're probably not going to have multiplayer achievements, but they're going to be quite challenging.
Sarge, you want to cover the foyer while Guzzo, Nichols, and me check upstairs? Sarge! Sarge! Guzzo, Nichols, upstairs! Move!
Okay, as long as you guys got the bottom floor. And we can hit that for something. Grenades. And now we have the defensive portion.
Take it easy, Huxley. Take it easy. I got you. No way Huxley can make it across the bridge with his leg like that.
I thought he got shot in the head, so he's lucky to be alive.
Sarge! Sarge!
Huxley, the aircraft bombs. Do they use a collapsible circuit?
I don't think so, Sarge.
So, they're just regular UXBs?
Yeah.
Guzzo, you're with me.
Forget it. Dix, he's officially gone Section 8. It's suicide.
Maybe not. Sarge was an engineer back in the day. Nick, cover the Sarge.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Out of here! Move!
It's so weird playing this game again because I legit don't remember most of this campaign. I remember a few of the highlights, but very little of it overall. It's just such a forgotten Call of Duty game. It's not that it's a bad game, but it's just a forgotten one. Because it was shadowed right between Call of Duty 2, which was considered very good, and then Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was the next one, which changed the entire formula forever. One of the most important first-person shooter games of all time. So just got kind of sandwiched into a bad place.
Take cover by those crates!
Out of here!
Can I go into... I can't go into cover. Okay, that's not my fault. That is the game being broken. That is not my fault. The game would not let me crouch or go into prone. I don't know what I was supposed to do about that. The game just decided I wasn't allowed to do anything. That was an issue with the game itself, not with me. As I was trying to hold prone. Game wouldn't let me even crouch.
Come on, let's go!
I've had that happen several times now where things were really not my fault and more of the game being broken at times. Unfortunately.
Enemy grenade! Germans! To the north! Keep moving forward!
And if my team actually would kill anything, that'd be great. Instead of just standing there and doing nothing. Shouldn't have had to reload that in the first place because the game just kind of screwed me over before that. That was a long loading screen, by the way. Okay.
Out of here! Move!
If we just go down, that'd be great. That was double kill. There's probably more of them camped out near here, so...
Come on, let's go!
Okay, we're good now.
Take cover!
Alright, this is the defensive portion I was worried about. This is the defensive portion I was kind of worried about with this mission. Even with the auto-aim, there's a lot of them left here. Do we have to go into the building now? Nope. What exactly is going on here? Oh, okay, well, it didn't tell me what the objective was, but alright. As I said, Hitler's buzzsaw was truly a buzzsaw in this game. It overheats as well, so be careful. He ran into a bad spot. If I can get 2 more kills, that would be awesome. What?! He jumped in front of my gun! What do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do if he's stupid enough to jump in front of the machine gun. That is not my fault. That is... How many times is this game gonna screw me over for things that are not my fault? Multiple deaths that should not have been deaths at all. And now you're like, oh, you might have touched someone with a bullet in friendly fire. Oh, well, that's an automatic fail. Even though they jumped in front of you. I just died in one shot because this game is wonderful. Yeah, it's supposed to work off of IRL time, unless your DS is set to a weird time or something. Okay, so maybe we're just not supposed to be on a machine gun at all. Because the game seems to be broken and completely unfair at times. It's like the auto-aim's no longer being consistent. Of course he had a martyrdom grenade.
Fire in the hole! No around! Germans! Move in! Keep firing!
That should have been a hit. At least he counted that one. didn't die from that. Okay, there we go. We got through that part again.
Okay, here we go. Covering fire. Okay, cutting the wire.
Okay, don't continue to screw me over here, please. It's already 6. Seven, blow everything up. 8. Nine. 10! Hey, we got it. I'll take it. Alright, we got the trophy or achievement done, so we don't have to jump on the mounted guns anymore. He jumped in front of me, you better not count that against me.
Okay, cutting the wire. Suppressing fire, Nichols. Wake up, Private.
Okay, they're not going to jump that wall, so we should be fine using this. Hey, Zinky, this is Call of Duty 3 on the PS2. So yeah, another one of the old school Call of Duties. Alright, we did it. Thank God. Yep, good old Call of Duty 3. Well, that's 4 missions down.
Tell Guzzo. Tell him. Tell him to go to hell.
Great way to end your life.
You did good, Sarge. Hey, Sergeant. How much longer are we gonna be here anyway?
At least
Yeah, it's
until
time for
your
another
crappy
British
playing gives away
mission.
our position.
Gentlemen,
Or is this
we
a
are about
Canadian
to take part in the
mission?
most daring offensive against the enemy. Glory or a glorious death await.
We get a choice which one? Show the lieutenant some respect.
Who's this pissant?
Private Leslie Perron, but further introduction can wait. The Germans have pulled back to the ridge. We, mes amis, are going to take it from them.
All right, you heard the lieutenant. Get moving. Cole, get on that 50 cal. Peterson, start loading some ammo. And someone turn off that friggin' radio. That's not
Okay, I don't want to play this mission because I remember this one being very problematic even on the lower difficulties. So I don't really feel like playing this one right now. We're 3 hours in. I'm tired. So I think we're going to call it a night here. we made decent progress tonight. I mean, we got through 4 missions. We got most of the miscellaneous achievements done. All we're missing is the quad feed and a couple of other weapon-specific ones. So we made pretty good progress tonight overall. But yeah, I'm tired. I don't really want to do the next mission because this next one I remember being not one of the easier ones to play normally. So I think we're just going to call it here. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys back here on Tuesday for the next trophy and achievement